Hello and welcome, I'm Pheasant, and I am now going to be doing my first ever run with green regrowth aspect. So let's go. And first, actually, I just want to thank my commenters. I really appreciate all of you. I do my best to get to all the comments, and I do read them all, but I really appreciate them. It does sometimes feel like I'm just ranting into the void, this channel, but when you see a little comment, I'm like, oh, thanks. Anyway, I just wanted to, I keep meaning to say that at the beginning of the video, and then just forgetting. This country. Alright, so what's new? I always, whenever I play a new spirit, just my little thing, I always play Board C Prussia 3. So it shouldn't be too challenging for me, even if I have no idea what I'm doing. And the only time that I've lost one of those games was when I was first playing Mist. I was baffled. Baffled and confused. Okay, so what's changed? We no longer have a defend ability that's based on having a bit of water. We are adding Broken Presence. We start with a bunch more Broken Presence. We still have our Choke the Land with green effect. We still have all this is the same. Our start hand is also the same. So this defend thing it was good. It was a good thing to have. But this looks more fun, a bit more interesting. And presumably we just do that instead of defending until we draft a defend card, and then we'll just defend. Okay, so it has been a long time since I've played green. So we have some sand builds. Actually, so it's 2 water, 3 plant is how you actually can target anywhere. So we still care about water. Okay. Yeah, so there's the whole kind of turn 1 stem thing, and of course playing solo green is a somewhat different prospect to playing multi-spirit green. I suppose I should not pick a defend card if I get offered one, so I actually get to play the spirit in a different way. Can't even remember how to do the old stem trick. The tricky thing was always getting the presence right, because you turn 1, you gift proliferation and stem, which gets you 1 damage from creepers, and you combine that with stem to destroy a town, which seems very convoluted. But the tricky thing is you need both an adjacent sacred site and a land and a presence in that land, because this is a 0 range. So let's see if I can pull that off. And I think typically I would go turn 1 minor power here. Let's see what we get offered. Okay, we did get offered the best defend. Get offered 2 defend cards, but I'm not into that anymore. I am not into that. Something I have been enjoying lately with the Nature Incarnate stuff. So I feel like Razor Sharp Undergrowth has become good. You know. This is a defend card, but it's not really a defend card like Sap is. So I think I'm going to take Razor Sharp. Yeah, and we'll just use that and prevent the build that way. Okay, we do have our jungle wetland presence placement to do, and yeah, I've forgotten how to play the spirit entirely. Oh, I think normally I'd go growth 2 turn 1, right, to get the extra play, get to 1 energy, extra presence. Yeah, I think that's right. Oh well, never mind. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. So actually, yeah, my whole dreams of doing this are... Oh no. Yeah, I don't have 2 plays. Well, I can't restart this. I just have to sit with the embarrassment. Let's put in here to be in Wisdom Dahan. And we'll proliferate. Yeah, I literally cannot place in that land. Okay, well, it's a shambles. It's a damn shambles. But at least I can proliferate myself. So this is I can put this anywhere. So maybe we will just put this in here and prevent this ravage. However, to get this placement, I do need to have 2 water. Interesting. So I guess you can kind of have these together to do that. I'll probably just do the old school overgrown a night to place them there. But let's go bottom track. So we will overgrown a night next turn to address this ravage. Yeah, making a mess. Okay, and we have jungle builds, fine. Jungle builds are easy builds. So this turn I need to remember to get to 2 plays. So we definitely want to get to 2 plays. Do I want to go with this and go to 3 plays? So that would be 2 water, 3 plants. I'd be able to place a presence anywhere. And if we uncover this one here, then we'd be able to place an additional one, which sounds fun. Even prevent this ravage here. We'd use the stem trick here. Ooh, crikey. Oh, crikey. So yeah, maybe we go with this option, play these 2. We then have 3 plays, which could be overgrow and these 2. Okay, let's do that. And but I'm also forgetting I have another presence placement anyway. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to use my innate in here. So we'll do this first. I then have this presence placement. Jungle's come up, so we'll make a sacred site there. Okay, so now, if I've calculated correctly, I should be able to... Oh, that's slow. Okay, fine. Of course. I think it's a funny thing with playing aspects of spirits that you've played a lot, even if it was in the distant past, is that I just kind of end up thinking that they do the same thing. You know, so like Shadows aspects, and thinking, oh, I can just target this. No. No. Okay, so we are going to be blighting there. That's fine. I'll survive. Okay, so I'll overgrow in a night. I think I will overgrow into... where shall I overgrow? We'll do the stem thing in here. There's no point just throwing a presence in the sea. Let's go over here and let's get some more plays. That means we'll get 3 off we reclaim. Alright. Okay, we'll get some fear. And looks like a beast took out something. And I think we're fine for Dahan. We've looked after them. Okay, let's prevent this ravage. Oh, aha! I don't get to do the stem tick because I lost my sacred site. I guess I can do it in here instead. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so jungle and sands are showing up now. So I can do this new power. Ooh. So we'll do that in there. Nice. And I can't do this this trick in here because I lost my sacred site because I'm a nub. But I can do it over here. Okay. And so we do have fields choked with growth. So, interestingly, razor sharp undergrowth can kind of do something in there. So I think I'll rescue this Dahan. Push it in with this one. Probably rearranging the town is better, but I am sentimental, especially in these games that are against slightly easier adversaries. Okay. Oh no, I didn't push the Dahan. I need to rescue. I was talking about being sentimental, and then I wasn't sentimental. Okay, there we go. So we can razor sharpen here. And quick sanity check. Do we have a turn if we don't reclaim? We can gain another power. So it's still a two card turn. Does it actually achieve anything? The thing is, you know, we can grow so quickly that I don't need to do this kind of min-maxing really. Yeah, we reclaim. We get all our cool cards back. So let's gain a minor power. Ooh, okay. So we like water plant stuff because it means we get to place our presence. And also we've already started uncovering plants on our track, so we don't need to be as worried about our cards having plant on. I mean, but this is just terrible. I'm not sure I can justify it. Let's take Rain of Blood to accelerate the game a little bit, and we will. Well, what I mean by that is to just kind of bring the game end condition in, and we are. Let's put a presence in here so we are targeting everything with sacred in or adjacent to sacred sites. Okay, so we have this ravage here. Oh, I need to put the presence there for my razor sharp undergrowth, my new favorite power in the game. Obviously, we don't have the counterattack, so it's not quite as good as we'd like. So can we still get this crucial? If we go plant water, we can get the crucial bit of where we can place our presence anywhere. And we've got, if we do that, we can place a presence in here, which is pretty comfortable. Obviously, if we use Gift of Proliferation, we can just do it straight away. Yeah, I have no real clear idea what is effective, what's better or worse. Either way, we are going to be able to do the stem trick somewhere. Be nice to have a little bit more creepers tearing going on in here. That might be a trick for next turn. Maybe we'll stem next turn. We'll do Fields Choke with growth this turn. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so we'll undergrowth in there. See what we get. If no blight was added, add a town. And I don't think our beast is... Oh no, my beast does have a friend. Not anymore. And we get a free bonus to Dahan. Are we counterattacking? We could just push these out with Fields Choked in another act of sentimentality. Yeah, this is the good thing about playing on difficulty tiers. I mean, I'm just not allowed to be sentimental anymore. But I do still need to win. Let's just put it in there. Let's put them in there. Okay. So we'll allow this build. We almost always want to allow the build and prevent the ravage. Almost always, unless you're preventing a city build. Okay, we'll have some pre-fear. Lovely stuff. And we do have some... The creeping doesn't do anything, but we can add a presence. So we can prevent both of these ravages. This is fine. Obviously, it's very turtly. Yeah, please don't expect perfect play here. I suppose we could move these to Dahan in here, where they might do something with an event or a fear card. Am I planning to just play very passively and then win by fear? Maybe Rain of Blood was planning to do that all along. Okay, so we have 3 ravages and we can prevent all of them. Wow. So we of course do have our extra presence placement. So we can go to 4. So let's look at a minor power card. Let's see what we get. Okay, Gift of Constancy. Let's just take the energy. That means we can start slinging mages. Okay, and we'll go to 4 plays. And now, it's all happening now. Oh, okay, we're stuck in jungles and wetlands this time, but that's fine. It's fine because we've got all these. Okay, so we constancy on ourselves, and we need to think about where we are going to overgrow. So we're going from this into coastal stuff, and we are going to be stemming. So we could just stem in here to destroy the town that's built here. So maybe what I will do is I will put the extra presence in these 2 lands, or maybe have 1 in here because we can. Yeah, so... Oh yeah, so I'll overgrow into here. Because it's a sands. And Gift of Proliferation just into here because we're not in there yet. And we plan to take care of this with the stem trick. The stem trick. Actually, we don't even need the stem trick because we've got 2 bits of creeping to do. So we... yeah. It's ramshackle, and I don't know. I just don't know how to use a spirit yet. What's this? Building land with most buildings. Could prevent a build, but yeah, it's a town build. We'll allow the build. Just going for the most passive way of playing this possible. Okay, get to remove an explorer from somewhere. Let's just prevent this altogether. That means we could use creepers and take out a city somewhere. Okay, we're preventing all of these ravages. All of them. This is a city build though, so this is tempting to prevent. If you destroy that city, it's a 7 damage ravage. No, I think yeah, we are not there yet. I think we allow that and address the ravage. And we have the escalation. Ooh, put it in with the beast. The beast might eat it at some point. Okay, so we have a free presence placement. This wilds actually is against. It's nice to have a wilds against Prussia. Let's just put this in here. How many? Loads of broken presence to use, and let's just kill a city for the sake of fear. Yeah, they're going to replace these cities immediately, so maybe I destroy one of these because they won't immediately replace it. We could actually use this to destroy 2 towns as well. Let's go with my horribly incorrect instinct and destroy this city. Okay. So we do get to reclaim something. We're just going to do a full reclaim anyway, so let's not think about that. And we can now gain a major quite comfortably. Ooh, flowers. Ooh, flowers. We're not very likely to threshold it anytime soon, though. The moon air condition is a bit bleak. I suppose that's the air. Get to the two plant off the track, and then it's moon. So we'd have to play razor sharp, overgrow, rain, or prolife. So actually, that is very thresholdable. Yeah, I think that's the clear one. Voice of command is very good though, especially with any kind of Dahan movement. Can we threshold it? We can, but it's a pain. We'd have to have fields rain constancy to do it. This at least is going to. I think this is probably the pick. Are we going to be able to afford to play it very often though? Whereas at least with voice of command, we can afford. It's a power we can actually afford without spamming growth 3. Though, really, we are going to be spamming growth 3. So our real income is going to be in the region of 6 a turn. But we do have. Actually, we only have 1 power that we're likely to want to play repeatedly that costs 1. Interesting. This, though, is just going to do so much damage and just accelerate us through the fear deck. So I think I'm going to go flowers. And we're not going to forget any of the ingredients of placing more presents, because we're just banking on doing this. Maybe it's time for Overgrow to go. You're a bit expensive. And we are doing expensive things with our flowers. Okay, so presents. We don't have Sacred Site targeting over here, so let's prioritize that. And yeah, let the flowering begin. Oh, how far are we from Terra 2? Oof. Am I going to want to delay the flowers for a turn to get that extra remove to invaders effect? Actually, I think I care more about the fear generation. So sand build would be nice to be able to remove those. We do get to do the 3 fear before the terror check though, so I think it still works. Because no, we'll do 4. Yeah, I think it actually does work. We'll get as long as we threshold it. So to threshold, I need to play 2 moon cards. So that's what I need to do to threshold. And I think that still takes care of our responsibilities. Okay, so do we actually have a good place to play Razor Sharp? Yeah, in here, potentially. And we could give to proliferation to here to look after for future ravage that we're worried about. And then I think we just do this in here to kill an explorer, put down a wild. So build in a land with cities. Okay, so this should be removing 2 invaders and then doing 3 damage. If we remove a city and actually, if we do it in here, we remove 2 cities and then do 3 damage. I think I'd rather. Yeah, this feels like a land where if I just focus on the same land, it will do me some good. There's also the strife. We have the hard counterattackers in here, so let's do this build in here. We'll allow it. And there's this town here. Oh, I probably should calculate this fairly precisely. We remove 2 cities, then do 3 damage. So yeah, this land is too built up to have Twisted Flowers just take care of it. However, this land here, after the build, they'll build another town. So if we Twisted Flowers in here, we remove the city and the town, we strife the other town, and we kill the explorers. Okay, so let's pile things into this land. It's a bit, it's not ideal because it's on the coast. I think we leave these Dahan as there. Oh no, we have to. We have to bring in the Dahan. So I'd rather not have a lone Dahan anyway. So we have these ravages that I am going to cancel. And we're going to allow this build because we've got a plan for this land. So the escalation effect. Let's quickly see what we had. Let's put them in with the beast. The beast. Okay, let's have some rain of blood. Lovely stuff. Yeah. Okay, and then this should deal with this land. So we strife a town. Then we remove a city. I suppose we could destroy the city. But this actually means that this land is just kind of dealt with. So we can just let this ravage go now. And we have a city's worth of creeping to do. I didn't really allow for that. So let's just start working on these cities here. They are going to build a city here though. Because what we can do with Twisted Flowers is we can remove 2 cities and destroy the 3rd. So let's actually prevent a city build in here rather than destroying a city. We do have 1 more hit. I don't think it matters. And then we can regrow. We don't have the prevent there. So we might just be reclaiming, in which case we actually can't afford to flowers. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so with this, we've already had coastal lands. So at this point, jungles and wetlands are equivalent. So we'll put that in with the blight. Okay, so we've got a ravage we can just leave alone. We've got this ravage that I want to prevent. So I could just make something happen. I can prevent with this, but that would be a miserable turn. A miserable turn where nothing happens. If we reclaim, we can't flowers. And so, I mean, maybe we just go for another major this turn. The only way to guarantee that this doesn't cascade, though, is to place another presence in there. And the only way for us to do that is either with this or with this. An extra card play doesn't really do anything for us, though. So we'd be kind of having a terrible turn, and I don't think it's justified. We're far enough along with our tracks now that reclaiming isn't such a hardship. So I think what we do is we just have a cheap turn where we proliferate ourselves and save up for another turn where we smash this land. There's no city builds next turn. We need 10 fear to get to Terra 3. So I think that's what we do. We just have a deliberately cheap turn, possibly where we play constancy in the mids in the mix as well. This is a very big ravage. What's this? 9, 13, 21 damage ravage. So there aren't many cards that will directly help with that. So this time we're going to gift a proliferation. I mean, we could do a little bit of stem trick in there. If we proliferate stem and then play other moon plant things. We actually just need the third moon. So we could use animals to get the third moon, or even ooze, which gets us more fear. I guess the good thing about animals is that if we use domesticated animals in this land, we get the extra beast, which is nice, but we'd also get the ability to potentially push more things into this land for them to die. This, of course, is just some fast fear, which is valuable. But this land isn't going to come up again in stage 2, so that isolate isn't really doing much for us. I value a good beast. I value them. So this is a rearrange rather than a play. So can I take my destroyed ones? Is that a change? I have a feeling that that's a change that they've made. Let's just see. Yeah, I think that was one of the old special rules, is that you could use your destroyed presence if you hadn't blighted the island yet. Okay, interesting. Do I care about this? I don't think I do care about this decision, so let's just do that. Okay, so next turn we want a Twisted Flowers, maybe to finish the game. This turn we want to do a bit of creeping in here, which might also finish the game depending on events. So this is our creeping turn. I guess the unfortunate thing about this creeping turn is that it means that next time we can't afford Twisted Flowers. That's the downside. But it's a good solid creeping turn. We also just might not have generated enough fear to get to Terra 3. Though we will be destroying... Oh, no, we're only destroying one city. Yeah, let's not get too excited about that. And let's not go all in on animals. If we were to go constancy and then next turn flowers. Let's set up for next turn being good, actually. No, because we need proliferation to get the flowers. Okay, let's forget about creeping. Let's forget about... Actually, you know what? Given that we're not going to use this turn because of energy concerns, I think I will actually get Sucking Ooze, because we just want a cheap card to play, because we do have all of these plays. This is the only card we need to play this turn. So we'll just play a load of cheap stuff. We do actually have an extra there. So we just prevent this Ravage. Bank some energy, generate a load of fear, and then hopefully we should be able to finish with Flowers next turn. So we do this. We Sucking Ooze in here. Might save us and explore, and we proliferate to go in here. I suppose we leave the Sacred Site here. Let's bring this over. Okay. On the single board with the most buildings, add a town per player. And we're adding a beast. And we have defend from to harm, which we don't care about. I suppose the main thing we're placing this town is I don't want to place it in a wetland because then we'll get a city build, which will prolong things. Let's put it in here. Okay, and we get a free fear from a beast, some free defend that we don't care about, and we have a gather into a coastal land. I don't think that really does anything for us. I suppose because we can stack high with our prevents, this does potentially do something for us. Okay, we could push from a land not matching a build card, so I mean we could just empty this land as well. Oof. Think of all the stem value in here. So yeah, we'll probably hopefully, can we squeeze stem in with Twisted Flowers? I think actually we need to play two other. Yeah, I'm not sure we can actually combine these, unfortunately, and get the actual damage threshold. So we add a Strife somewhere. Let's just add it on a city, just in case the Fear deck does us a favour. Let's remove this lone town. And there's this Ravage here. We'll allow this one. And we won't allow this one. And we'll allow this build. Okay, so this is the escalation effect. And where are we? We're about to be on into stage 3. Let's not put it in here. Let's not put it in there. Let's put it in with a beast. Gotta feed your beasts. Especially as we've got wilds in the other jungle. Means it's a kind of fairly favourable land type for us. So we've gained some free fear. And we can unbelievably regrow somewhere. It's unbelievably regrown here. And we have a couple of damage, so we could prevent this city build in here. I feel like this must be... If we threshold this next turn, we should be in a good spot. And we do have the reclaim. So to get this threshold, I need 2 other moon cards. We do have this one. Oh, but I also need an air card. So yeah, this is an irrelevant decision. So we are reclaiming. Except we are reclaiming with enough energy to hopefully finish. We grabbing. Let's just look at a minor power. If we get something that's a bit better for elements, maybe this, we might get to do a little bit more. So Crucially has the air, which Rain is giving us. Sorry, yeah, the air. Yeah, I don't think it really makes much odds. Okay. And so we have a presence placement. We leave this stuff. Actually, maybe we'll move this in here. That land hopefully shouldn't have a lot going on. And now we can threshold Flowers. So we need to play a couple of moon cards to threshold it. And that should be game. Let's see. I like this. This is interesting. yeah, it does feel sufficiently different. But I think I'm more kind of hit by just how rusty I am with green. Okay, so we can destroy some presents to prevent adding a blight. Okay, sure. And we've got plenty of presents lying around. So we can't destroy those presents. We've already... Yeah, doesn't matter. Let's destroy 2 presents in here. Beasts are eating. Okay, add a strife with or adjacent to beasts. Let's just put it in there. Each player may push any number of explorers and towns from one land. Sure. Okay. Really, I shouldn't be thinking about this too hard. Let's push you out there. There you go. In you go. Okay. And we'll allow this ravage. And we'll allow this ravage. No build. So now we should be all going well. We should be finishing this off. Let's just gain this sphere first. We've also got extra damage to buildings, but this should be enough. So we target in here. We strife. We remove 2 cities, and it doesn't really matter which ones we remove. And then we do the 3 damage. And the flowers have done it. Interesting, interesting. What do I think about this this new friend? It's nice to not be defending, you know. I feel like spent a lot of time defending. Defending is very good, don't get me wrong, but it's nice to be doing something different. It's fun to be kind of playing into greens. It feels more thematic than defending as green. Is it stronger? Is it weaker? Do I care? I don't. It's cool though. Love the new art as well. Very nice. God, I just love this game. And on that bombshell, big surprise, person with Spirit Island YouTube channel really loves Spirit Island. If you like the video, please subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. All right, bye.